Okie dokie. In this video, we're going to be looking at adding in some cover images to our blog posts here. So to do that, we're going to need several Gatsby plugins, which are, let's go find them now. They are Gatsby Transformer Sharp, Transformer, and Gatsby plugin Sharp, the Gatsby remark images, and Gatsby images. So let's just make this a bit bigger. Gatsby plugin, Gatsby remark images, and Gatsby image. Let's just pop these open, have a look, get an idea of what we're going to do. Cool. Right, I didn't mean to do that. This one here. Don't need these formidable ones open anymore. Gatsby without GraphQL. Open, close that. Okay, so Gatsby Transformer Sharp. This creates the image sharp nodes, basically, so we can query the images in the in the project sort of file structure via GraphQL. Gatsby plugin Sharp exposes several image processing functions built into Sharp image processing library. Sharp is used for, this is I met Lovell, this guy at Gatsby Days London 2019, very nice guy, and this library is quite widely used for image processing, so we're going to be using that. Gatsby remark images helps with images in the markdown, so we're going to have to configure this with our Gatsby plugin MDX and Gatsby image. So this is designed to work with GraphQL queries for Gatsby native image processing. So with that aside, let's go and install all of these. Move this over here. Let's go to our terminal here. And go and add Gatsby Sharp. Maybe it would have been an idea to actually take them from from the pages we were just looking at, but here we are. Gatsby Transformer Sharp. The plugin Sharp images, and Gatsby image. Do it. Now we've got those go in. We're going to need to configure them. So we're going to need to add those into our Gatsby config. So let's open it up. So Control P to pop open your files, and then we can start adding this to our plugins here. So for just go grab Gatsby Transformer Sharp and Gatsby plugin Sharp, and rather than do that, Scott, Gatsby Transformer Sharp and Gatsby plugin Sharp. copy those in my terminal, Tilix. So I do Shift Control C and Shift Control V to copy paste it in terminal, but just Control C and Control V in my text editor here, which is VS Code. And there's my backticks. That's the first two, but we're going to need to configure Gatsby Remark image within Gatsby plugin MDX, and that is done with something called Gatsby Remark plugins, which is an array. And then in here, it's just another object to say resolve Gatsby Remark images. And then we can pass in some additional options here, like the max width and so on. So take it from our layout, what the max width is. So again, go to our layout, set our max width 540 here. Okay, and then we also need to add it same thing as just as a regular plugin as well. Not sure if this has been resolved now, but there was an issue with the remark plugins not being processed, so we've just got to add this as just as a safety, make sure that our the image sizes on because Gatsby Remark processes the image at all different sizes for different screen sizes. There's some problem with just on sizing. So this is the workaround for now. I'm not sure if that's been resolved by now. Maybe I should have checked before recording the video, but here we are. So might want to check that. But for now, I'm just having this in here so that there's no issues with that. Okay, so now would be a good time to see if I've broken what we've done. So let's restart our dev server. Okay, so that seems all good. No issues with that. And then basically we want to have our images in our index here. So to do that, we're going to need to add in the fields we want in the front meta of our project. So if we go over to our code explorer here and go to our most recent post, and then let's just make it a bit bigger. And we're going to add in the front meta cover, and all this all that cover, all it. Basically, we're going to take our cover from Unsplash, and we're going to credit the person who took the photo. So, I mean, you can have your photo from anywhere you like. I just usually get my pictures from Unsplash. So if we just say what we've got here, blocks. Take this, and then we credit. We download it first. We save, and then we credit Lorel Esther. Let me see, to say copy that, and then cover credit. Just copy paste it in there. Now we're going to have the cover JPEG. It might be an idea to actually check the file type when you download your file. I'm just going to get this, show it in folder, and file here. Go drag and drop that into my folder here, and I'm going to rename it cover.jpg. And so we have our cover points here, and the credit. We can take this both out of the front meta. So let's save that, and right, let's see if we can query this. So Control B, move this over to the side here. Let's kill off our dev server again, start that, and see if we can query some of the GraphQL stuff here. Do Control C so we're not accidentally running off from there. So popped open a new window here. So front meta, and then we're going to see if we can just refresh this. This is the GraphQL Graphical Explorer, and there we go, cover. So now we can get all the related information for cover, which I think all we need is going to be not the size, we need that, the ID, and these are like a public URL. This, there we go, public URL, and what else do we need? Sizes. Well, we're going to need to query child image sharp as well. Here. And then with that we get the sizes. But this needs to be interpolated. So we need to get the sizes and the traced SVG color and the other Gatsby goodness, which for some reason, and I don't know why, can't actually get it into. It needs to be like a function call. So I'm not exactly sure why we can't do it in Graphical Explorer. I mean, I'm guessing because it's a function and graphical is just like a standard. But what we need is our sizes and the traced SVG and to spread into Gatsby image sharp sizes. So basically, just going to get an example where we can copy pasta and then run that and make sure nothing is broken. So in here, this is, we've added in our cover, which we can now query in here. We're breaking loads of stuff. Oh no, because this is the query, we wanted to do it on all MDX. And in here, get edges, not edges, nodes. There we go, front matter. Whew, that was a bit painful, wasn't it? Here we cover, and we've got size. I need to get sizes really, but we can get the other information. Public URL. Let's try and run that for now. So this is our posts, all of our posts, and then this is basically the public URL which we're going to be using in our image component in the index query of our blog posts. Sorry, our site. So we're going to be doing that in our pages index, and then we're going to want to add some additional information to our front meta here. which is going to be cover. And actually, while we're here, we'll do the date as well. I know this is an aside, but when we looked at this earlier, we've got this date format, which isn't great, but we can use format string and then put in my preferred date format, which is year, and then the month name, I think, for 4, and then the day, DO. Take a look at that in a second. So we want cover, and then we want the public URL, and we're just going to do a paste from here, from somewhere I've got it earlier. Hit save. So child image sharp, and then we've got this sizes function with the max width, traced SVG color. We're going to have as the Gatsby Rebecca purple, and then this Gatsby image sharp sizes with the traced SVG. Means we can query all the image sizes available to us via Gatsby image. So let's hit Control Save here. Make sure we haven't broke anything. So there's quite a bit of restarting the dev server here. While we wait for that to close that and that. Here. Cool, so nothing's broken. Fantastic. Let's now look at doing some JavaScript to get our image in here. But first of all, we're going to need to use Gatsby image. So, whoopsie. Image from Gatsby image. Okay, and then we're going to use that as a style component. So in styled components, you can wrap the style of of an existing component. We're just going to have our image, and that's going to equal styled. It's going to be a styled image. Now we're just going to have in here border radius. It's got some nice rounded corners. Now we're going to use image in here, but we want to make sure that we've actually got some information in front matter. So we're going to do this double notation here. That's just it coerces the result of front matter cover to a boolean. So if the result from that is there, then we're going to want to return some JSX. Else, we're just going to have null. And then in here, we're going to have our image. And then we're going to have the sizes crop. And it's going to pass in our front matter. And that's going to be for the cover, and then we're going to have child image sharp, sizes. We're going to hit save, and we're going to break because we haven't ended that. Cool. There you go. So you saw that the traced SVG popped up there before the rest of the image loaded. Okay, so now we can go ahead and repeat this for all of the other posts that we've got in our blog for now. Click on this, it'll take us through to our post, and go back here, and it will render the image for each one. So we can do that for the rest of them. So if we just review what we've done, we've added in the packages we needed and configured them, and we've added in some images to our post via it's a bit bigger, I'm so sorry, via the cover. The cover credit we can use further down in the project, and we can use it actually in the post as well. We can come onto that where we can put it into each individual post, not in a sort of obtrusive manner. So each post we're going to need to have a cover, and then the actual file name we're going to be using for it, and a credit. And then in our index.js file, we just added in a bit of logic to use the image and the props for Gatsby image, which is the child image sharp sizes. So that would give us all of our the sizes we need to render the image we want for all the different screen sizes we have. And that's it. So let's go ahead and let's commit this stuff. Add and configure image images. Oops. Undo last commit. And that was those packages. Add and configure. Let's remove these here. Okay, cool. I guess this is configuring as well, but so add index query. Get that. Add image metadata. Let's commit that. Okay, so that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. For the next one, I guess we're going to start looking at using SEO and deploying the site to a service. I'm going to use Netlify. So we'll look at configuring and getting that out into the world. So thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks then. Bye.